chips. Mike starting with about 1.2 million.
We got another 5 behind, Sam.
Yep.
How can you not know, Vince? He just wants to hear him talk.
Hell yeah.
Just wants to hear the guy chatter. In case his voice cracks a little. But on the first hand of the night, it's impossible not to know how many chips each opponent has.
How much more is it?
You know you're going to do at least that much homework to find out who's got what amount of chips and who can bust you.
Hey, look at that look on Mike's face. Like he just got stuck with a cow prod. You know, it's a deer in the headlights. It's a cow prod on your side. It just doesn't feel good.
And the truth is, it's just a matter if Mike's in a gambling mood or not. So take a flop with this Queen 10.
Ooh,
he does make the call, so here we go. Good action on hand number 1. We got a young pro going up against an old pro here.
A little surprising. Here's the flop.
Oh, what a flop for Mike. He's out in front now with 2 queens as it comes. Queen 8-5.
Action on Sam Stein, though, first.
Man, this could spell doom for the youngster.
340,000.
Well, he's going to bet 340,000. Mike quickly goes all in and is called by the ace-king. Sam sort of pot committed here. And on deal number 1, the 21-year-old should be out of here, Vince.
All the queens now.
Man, Big Slick could be backfiring in a big way.
Well, as the cards lie right now, Mike Kraskanko about a 70% favorite to win this pot. Well, the 21-year-old wondering how he could call a raise with a Queen 10 to start with, but it's not over. He's looking for an ace or a king or 2 cards to make a straight, but right now, the youngster in trouble. Hand number 1, we could have a casualty.
Oh, he's got some hope there.
Turn card is a 7 of diamonds. Well, this gives Sam a flush draw, as well as the 2 overcards. If he doesn't catch an ace, king, or diamond, he's gone, but he's done it. The jack of diamonds comes on the river. So once again, Lady Luck shining on the youngster, the 21-year-old, catching it flush on the river to stay alive at this final table. And that is tough luck for Mike Kraskanko. He is now in 6th place in chip position.
Only get in with the best of it, boys.
Oh, man, complete pandemonium here at the Pike.
Such an easy game. You run pretty good, kid.
Wow. Stay with us.
Maybe I'm crazy.
Well, action's on Kevin right here. Comes down an ace-8 offsuit. He's under the gun, meaning he's first to act. Tell you what impresses me about Kevin is the guy's a scratch golfer.
Well, Kevin's going to raise it, takes it 60,000 into the hippie, Prahlad, and he's got a big hand, Big Slick, ace-king.
We just saw Sam Stein do very well with his ace-king. He doubled up with it in the last pot. Let's see what happens to Prahlad here. There's Dee Friedman. That's Prahlad's wife. She is quite a poker player herself.
And Prahlad looks like he's getting more chips out with his ace-king. Yes, he is going to make it a clean 200,000 to go.
Comes right over the top with the ace-king, just as we saw Sam Stein do in the previous pot.
Skanko and Toto both out. Sam Stein not going to call. Ivy Leaguer, math guy, also out. So back around to Sheffield. No, he won't play.
So your neighbor takes down the pot there, Vinny.
Prahlad Freeman taking that pot down. No fight.
Brings a smile to Dee's face.
Okay, just like that, the price of poker is going up. $5,000 ante, and the blinds will be $15,000 and $30,000.
So that's $75,000 a round it costs you to play now. So all those guys that try to sit back and wait for aces and kings, their stack will get dwindled down. You got to mix it up and play if you want to win these WPT titles.
Action going to Toto Leonidas, the longtime pro out of L.A., originally out of the Philippines. He quickly folds his hand. Sam Stein now also folding.
Around to the former lawyer, Todd Terry. He goes out.
Kevin out. Back around to Prahlad Friedman.
The battle of the blinds. And look at this. Prahlad picks up 2 kings in a small blind. We just saw him pick up ace-king in the last pot. Another monster right here.
Oh, the hippie could start to do a moon dance after seeing that hand. And he's going to raise it up.
It's at $65,000 to go.
And Mike Kraskanko, he has a big hand as well. Ace-queen, he says all in.
Well, this is a standard play by Mike, no question about it.
Quick call by Prahlad, of course, with the kings.
Well, you see the disgusted look in Mike's face as he sees a small blind picked up 2 kings. He's saying, what is going on here? You certainly can't blame Mike for going all in here with ace-queen out of the big blind. He's only got about $500 you pick up a hand like that against a small blind, you're going to play it.
What can I do? I got to lay that down. Anyone laying that down?
No one in the world.
It's kind of hard to lay that down, isn't it?
Well, Mike said up front he didn't care whether it came in first or sixth. Doesn't care about the money. I think he's going to start caring about the money. King's up against ace queen early on here.
Well, it's not over yet, though. Mike can obviously catch an ace
Let's both make a flush in spades.
or make some kind of flush or straight to win this pot, but let's see what happens. Oh, king right in the door, as we say. Some king nine deuce. Unbelievable. Well, Mike's got to hit 2 running cards to make it straight. It's all he can win with. Must catch a 10 and a jack. Nothing else will do. The 20-year poker pro is going to be taking that drive back to Arizona here very shortly as the queen comes up on the turn. That's going to do it. It wasn't meant to be for Mike today. That's obvious. Got very unlucky on the first hand. Ran into a big dude right here. Mike Krishkenko out in 6th place.
Yeah, dire times for him as he walks away into the darkness of the Bicycle Casino. Picks up $89,000.
Thanks. Every now and then I hear.
Well played, sir. You know, they said you were a tricky player, but I really mean it. No, they really mean it.
We were all rooting for you, though. I could feel it.
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. 5 players continue here at the bike for that first place prize for over $1 million.
And folks, you may not recognize the faces of these players at this table, but if you watch the poker that's being played here, you're seeing some top-notch poker. Believe me, these guys have game.
Well, we know them. They're secret geniuses in the poker world, and now they want to become legends in the legends of poker here at the bike.
Well, one of them is going to become a legend champion, to go along with the likes of guys like Doyle Brunson, who won this event. So certainly a lot on the line for these guys, to say nothing of the $1 million first place prize.
All right, to the felt we go. Sam Stein quickly folding his hand. Todd Terry from Hoboken, New Jersey. A little wired pair of threes says, how much you got there, Toto?
300. That's 75.
He's got about 5% of the chips, not very much.
Yeah.
Pick on the dog when he's down. How about that?
Toto Leonidas, normally a very aggressive poker player when he plays in the cash games, but here at the tournament, when you're on a short stack like this, you just got to wait for a hand, get your chips in there. It's on Todd Terry. One of those guys who got 2 first names.
This tiny brush gives the most insane length and definition.
HB brand products are made to be Texas favorites. HB Sushi Rolls. To Texas with love.
He's also got a law degree. Graduated from Harvard with an applied mathematics degree. So this guy definitely one of the smarter poker players out there. He's going to lay it down, though. Todd Terry laying down the small pair.
Kevin Schaffel with his favorite hand, Jack 10.
Bet $75,000 on the button.
Prahlad going out. And Toto in the big blind has a king queen.
Well, he's been waiting for a hand to get his chips in with, Vince. I believe this is the one he's going to go with.
All in.
Toto has done it. He pulled the trigger for $400,000. He's moved all in.
405,000,
Yeah, 405.
Well, this is why Todd Terry earlier on was saying, Toto, how much you got? Because he has threes. He's thinking to himself, can I push him out? Is it just going to be a race? What's going on? So he made a wise mathematic fold right there.
That's still a lot of chips.
Kevin Schaffel is the chip leader. He can well afford to make this call.
I know.
It cost him another $330,000 to do so. But you have to play 2 scenarios in your mind. Number 1, do you really want to double up a tough player like Toto? But number 2, you've got chips to gamble with. If you get lucky, win the pot, you can eliminate another player.
Number 3, he's got prison duties to do.
Well, gives Toto respect. He lays his hand down. So Toto Leonidas, top-notch pro player, taking down his first pot at this final table.
He talked me out of it. A lot of chips.
It's amazing how when you win a pot, pot, Vince, when you're on a short stack. You start smiling and laughing.
Toto Leonidas taking his first pot here tonight.
I don't bluff, guys.
Well, he's a former casino employee. He used to be a bartender and a food server at the casinos, but he's also a great player, a lot of experience, and Toto shows it there.
I bet you got to admire guys that worked in casinos as bartenders and waiters and now playing big cash games like Toto does. Plays in a lot of events out here on the World Poker Tour. Good to see him at the final table.
Yeah, going after over $1 million here tonight. Cards are being dealt once again, and the blinds are going up to 20 and 40 now. Action going to the man from Malibu, Prahlad Friedman.
Down to Jack 5 offsuit and folds.
Yeah, but now Toto also going out. Sam Stein, the 21-year-old, also out. And now we're back around to Todd Terry.
Once again, it's a battle of the blinds. We've seen a lot of that so far at this final table. And he's going to limp in and call with the 8-6. But look at this right behind him. Kevin Chappell's picked up 2 kings. He caps his card with the dog and checks, Vince. He is slow playing the 2 kings.
Yes, he is.
Camouflaging the strength of his hand. Big time here.
Right, here's the flop. It is 10-6-3. Todd gets a piece of that. And there goes the Hollywood pinky wrap.
He checks middle pair. A little surprised by that. Kevin with the overpair is now going to make a bet. 70,000.
It's just me. His hand's starting to look like E.T.'s.
No, it looks like you get piano hands to me, Vince. You try tapping your finger like that without the other fingers moving. It's not easy.
All right, well, he's making a call. He could get into trouble here. 10 on the turn, pairs the board.
Well, again, Todd checks. Even though there's a possibility your opponent might have 3 10s, if you're sitting in Kevin's seat, you don't think so, because you believe a guy would have come back over the top of you if he'd have flopped top pair. What you're fearful about is you got some kind of straight draw or some kind of flush draw here. So you don't want to give him a free card. So that's why you would bet 2 kings. 150,000. Todd, of course, has got second pair. Thinks he might have the best hand, so he's going to make the call.
Yep, down to the river. Todd needs to get lucky. What will happen?
Oh, he's caught a 6, Vince. That's the only card he could win this pot with, and it peels right off of there on the river. Unbelievable. And again, he checks. Now, you don't know if he's checking for the check raise or if he's fearful that his opponent's got a 10 in his hand for 10s full. Well, Kevin's going to bet 200,000.
Look at this. Todd Terry looking disgusted. He might think his opponent had top pair, has a 10.
Well, obviously, that's what he thinks. He's going into slump mode here, which is shocking to me. Now, I can't believe he's going to take this long. His opponent's only bet 200,000. You're never, ever, ever going to throw this hand away in this spot, Vince. If the guy's got 10s full, he's just got it. You're going to call. Maybe he's thinking about coming over the top with the 6s full.
No, impossible. That would be impossible. You can't get called unless you're beat. So that won't happen. But, you know, you give a man can whine at the poker table a little bit. You know, get the violin out.
I'll tell you who's going to be whining here when this pot's over. That's going to be Kevin. Because as long as Todd has taken to call this bet, right now Kevin's saying to himself, please call me.
Yeah.
He thinks he's got the best hand with 2 kings. When he turns his hand up and loses, he's going to be shocked, I promise you. And there's the slow roll. The 6 is full, and you see the expression on Kevin's face. What could take you so long to call with that hand? I can't believe it. Guy's winding me up here, I guess.
Kevin taking it back right there. Todd Terry taking down a big pot.
Kevin slow played the 2 kings. It came back to bite him, but still, I think the slow roll aggravated him just as much, if not more. We are at the legendary Bicycle Casino for the Legends of Poker, one of the premier poker events in the world.
Well, it's a dead heat for first between Kevin and Prahlad with about 2.6 million in chips.
So we've got 2 chip co-leaders and 2 co-chip short stacks. One of these 5 guys going to take down $1 million and a coveted WPT title tonight.
Okay, to the felt we go. Actions on Todd Terry, the 35-year-old former lawyer from Hoboken, New Jersey, as he quickly folds. Kevin Chaffel, our chip leader at this point, has picked up a pair of 7s.
If he's got the 2 walking sticks, he's going to walk a little raise into this pot, makes it 150,000 to go.
Now Prahlad with the suited connector, 9-8 of spades.
You certainly like to see flops with that kind of hand.
Sam Stein. Well, he's got a pretty decent king-queen. Doesn't have that many chips left.
I'm all in.
And there he goes. He's going to push all in.
He's moved all in for about $750,000 here.
Back on the prison guard, Kevin Schaffel.
And it's going to cost him another $600,000 or so to make this call. Well, he does make the call. You can't blame him for doing that. We've got a race situation. It's the under pair versus the two overcards. Actually, Sam Stein, the youngster, is not that disappointed in this. He needs to try to get a hold of some chips, so why not race for some? Well, Sam's got king, queen. Kevin has 2 sevens. We've got the classic race, the two overcards versus the under pair. And folks, if you want to win WPT titles, or any other tournament for that matter, you got to win these races. Who's going to get lucky and win this one?
Sam's mom in the audience, sweating her young man. And here's the flop.
Oh, a 7 right in the door. Kevin has hit the slot machine. Well, there's no cards that Sam Stein can win his spot with. He's drawn dead on the flop. He knows it. Shakes his hand. An amazing flop for Kevin Schaffel there. He's going to eliminate a player and increase his chip lead.
Feeling out the cards are irrelevant right now.
So that's going to do it for the 21-year-old Sam Stein from Hidden Hills, California. He'll be our 5th place finisher.
He plays really strong poker. He finishes 5th. He is going to pick up $116,000 for his efforts. And just like that, we are down to 4 players. We are back at the Bicycle Casino in Los Angeles for the Legends of Poker. 4 players remain right now.
Right now, the happiest guy at the table is Toto Leonidas. He started this final table on a short stack, has been on a short stack ever since. Yet 2 players are gone, and he's moved up to at least 4th place. When that happens, you're feeling good.
As you can see, Kevin Schaffel, he's the chip leader with close to $3.5 million in chips right now. Let's go to the table. He's got a pair of 10s.
Picks up another hand here.
Born and raised in Miami, and now he's going to bet $150,000.
That's right now. He's playing under par at this final table. Doing very well. Tournament leader.
Rod going out with ace high. Oh, incredible. Toto's got a huge hand here. Pair of kings.
Wow. This is what he's been waiting for, Vince. Right now he's a happy camper because he started this final table in 6th place on the short stack. Has constantly been on the short stack, yet 2 other players have been eliminated.
I'm all in.
There he goes.
He's going all in. He's certainly going to be called for sure by Kevin.
Is he called? Yep. And Kevin does make the call, of course.
Well, there you go. Toto Leonidas in great shape to double up here against the chip leader. Both players have a legitimate hand. Nobody going to throw one of these hands away. Just unfortunate for Kevin that he's found Toto with 2 kings.
Here's the flop. Kings up against 10s. First 3.
Now flop comes Jack 3 deuce.
Kings safe so far.
So far, so good for Toto. Out in front with the 2 kings.
Comes the turn card.
4 comes off on the turn.
Also good for Toto.
Kevin's going to have to catch a 10 to eliminate Toto from this tournament. And a 4 comes off. So Toto pumps the fist. He's doubled up. And Vince, they better be careful. He can be very dangerous.
Nice hand.
Well, the legend of Toto is building. He has a shot at this $1 million first place prize, as well as these other guys.
Introducing the Club WPT Gold $5 million.
Forced and committed to put them all out there.
I'm all in.
Toto doing just that. He understands he's still got just enough chips to frighten opponents away with marginal hand.
He's running ace-5 of diamonds. He is plunged ahead. Math guy Todd Terry going out. Chip leader Kevin won't play an 8-5.
Now the big blind. Arlad Friedman. Now this is a hand that you're going to contemplate possibly playing. He's got King Jack. He knows there's a chance that he could have the best hand right here.
How much is it? It's almost
Because Toto might be making some kind of move with a 7-8 suited, even a Queen 10 suited, possibly a pair of deuces where he'd be in a race.
Got anything?
There's many possibilities.
I think you're drawing dead. Drawing dead? Yeah.
That gets a chuckle out of everybody because you're never drawing dead before the flop with any two cards, and it doesn't matter what your opponent has.
Prahlad trying to make him talk. What a response he gets.
Well, every decision critical for these guys now because they are all one step closer to taking down this coveted championship.
No harm, no foul.
Boy, throwing it all out there.
Nice little phrase, though, isn't it, Vince?
Look at that. I'm going to start using that. No harm, no foul. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, write that down. It works.
File, and then they fold. Oh, boy.
I got the big hand this time.
Learning things here, Mike.
Yeah, did he? Yeah. 10? Ace king? Something like that.
Yeah.
Nice hand.
Something not nearly as good as that.
What do you have? King jack. Wow.
Well, we are down to the final four players. Winner tonight gets $1 million, plus that coveted Tiffany's WPT Champions bracelet, the fame, the fortune, potential endorsement deals, so much on the line at every WPT event at these final tables. Capturing a WPT title could be worth a lot more than the $1 million that you get here tonight.
You know, you've only made one raise in the last 14 hours I played with you, other than all in.
All right, the chip leader now is
every raise, like
critiquing Toto.
22 times it's all in, and once you raised when you chipped up a little bit ago and you made a raise.
Kevin pointing out that he plays a little bit about the all-in man on the World Poker Tour, Hoyt Corkin.
He's played a good short stack.
That is true.
It's 80 now, Toto.
Oh. Yeah, we got to dwindle you down somehow.
All right, back to this hand. Action's going to go to Todd Terry.
He looks down at 7-8. Blinds are 40 and 80,000 at the moment.
Todd won't play that. And now the chip leader has picked up a pretty good hand, Ace Jack.
I'm definitely going to play this on the button, no question about it. The dog comes down. He caps his card with that little doggy. And that goes in the cards. He's going to play the pot, and indeed he is. He raises it to 200,000.
And Mr. Malibu going out, and now it's around to Toto again.
Look at this, the same hand he had a minute ago that he just moved all in with. The ace-5 of diamonds comes right back and picks it up again. The question is, what's he going to do with it?
I'm all in.
That's what he's going to do.
He's going for it right here. It worked for him last time. Well, Kevin has called him, so Kevin well out front with ace-jack against ace-5.
Toto completely deflated.
Kevin pumps the fist. He knows he's in great shape to eliminate yet another player at this final table. And here we go. Toto must win this pot to stay alive in this tournament.
Toto has been struggling all night, building up the short stack, but it could all be going away right now. Toto needs the luck. Can he get it? Here's the flop.
The flop comes Jack 9-8 with 2 diamonds. Kevin pumps his fist because he flopped top pair, but he didn't recognize that Toto has a flush draw. So we have got a good sweat here. Toto looking for a diamond to make a flush. And hits it. Toto, you're not in Kansas anymore, my friend. He is right back in this thing with a draw out on the turn.
Doing the Toto dance. Boy, they're chanting here in L.A.
Well, he's got some fans. Looks like half the Philippines is here to root him in tonight.
Wow. Well, is this destiny for Toto? Huge start off for him. 4 players remain. Stay with us as we return on the World Poker Tour.
We're here for a while. Cool, composed attitude at the poker table, even when you take bad beats or work long hours and lose money, as he was talking about doing.
Yep.
This hand, he looks right down and picks up ace-king.
There you go.
Here he comes in for 200,000.
Next to act is Toto, and with the button, he's got a big hand also, ace-9 of clubs.
We saw Toto go all in with the ace-5 of diamonds a couple times in a row. Let's see what he's going to do with the ace-9 of clubs.
This could be devastation.
Oh, boy, he doesn't know it, but right now he's tiptoeing through a minefield. Better be real careful.
Easy, Toto. Easy.
He could implode.
Toto very gutsy here tonight, but he's good restraint. He's just calling.
Well, he does just call here, but doesn't move all in. That was good for him.
Mathman Todd Terry going out. And Kevin gets away from that. So we have an interesting battle going on here. Ace-King up against Ace-9. Here's the flop.
Oh, what a flop. It's come King-6 deuce with 2 clubs.
Prahlad hitting top pair, ace-kicker, and a 4-flush for Toto.
Well, I'll be very shocked if all the chips don't get in right here, right now.
Prahlad putting out, looks like 350 grand.
I'm all in.
Yeah, you can't get away from that. He's gone all in.
Standard play, quickly called by Prahlad.
Wow, you get the best end.
So here we go. Once again, Toto in a position where he needs to make a flush to win the pot. He did it a minute ago against Kevin. Can he do it again?
Toto absolutely shocked. He said, "You call?" Sure he calls. Top pair, big kicker. It's sweat time here at the bike.
Toto trying to stay alive here.
Well, the money has gone in. Toto needs some luck. Can he do it again? Stay with us. We're coming back with the conclusion of his hand in just a moment here on the World Poker Tour. The World Poker Tour, well, the money has gone in. The crowd is on its feet. Toto needs some luck. Will he get it? He's up against Prahlad's ace-king. Let's see what happens.
Well, we've got the nut flush versus top pair and top kicker. As the cards lie, Prahlad about a 70% favorite to win this.
If I say she's an icon, she's an icon.
We're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
In this pot, he's got to dodge a club or 2 running 9s. Let's see if he can do it. We saw Toto stay alive by catching a flush a moment ago when he outdrew Kevin. Can he do it again?
Not there. He got his jack of spades on the turn.
So we are down to the river. The only way Toto can win this pot is to make a flush on the river. In this tournament, he needs a club. Can he catch one? No. Deuce of spade comes off. So that's going to do it for Toto Leonidas, the top pro out of L.A., out tonight in 4th place.
Oh, so close to becoming a legend. But it's not to be for Toto. He'll take home $144,000, and right now, Prahlad Freeman is our new chip leader. And we are down to 3 players here on the World Poker Tour. Stay with us. We're coming back with more exciting action from the WPT.
All right, time for you guys to double me up so I can start playing some poker. We can have some fun.
Well, there you see the chip counts as they stand and the prize money that's at stake here. I mean, the first place prize gets over $1 million. The guy who goes out next gets $230,000. So we're talking about an $800,000 difference between the guy who goes out next and the guy who wins. Big money on the line.
Started out with 279 players here in L.A., down to these 3. And look at this, Prahlad. King, Queen.
Kevin and Prahlad quickly evacuate the premises here. So the math wears out of Harvard, taking down that pot. Todd Terry from Hoboken, New Jersey. Been professional for 2.5 years. Former mathematics degree.
Well, he better win this then.
Well, Vince, I'll tell you, when you've got all those educational degrees and you decide to play poker for a living, that's sort of like saying that you're doing it my way. Just like another guy from Hoboken, Frank Sinatra.
That is true. All right, back to this hand.
Big hand here.
Kevin quickly folding now. Prahlad with a quality hand. Ace, Queen of clubs. He's put the chips out there, going to $200,000.
Todd Terry picked up a pair of fours.
I'm all in.
And he's gone all in over the top again. He's quickly been called by Prahlad, however. So here we go. The under pair. You want to win poker tournaments. You got to win these races, whatever side you've got. Who's going to get lucky here? Here comes a flop.
Will the math pay off for Todd?
Queen right on the flop. Comes Queen Jack 6.
Just amazing. What a flop there for Prahlad.
No doubt.
Well, the math whiz doesn't need a slide rule for this.
Oh.
He knows he's got to catch a 4 to win the pot. A king comes off on the turn. We are down to the river. Todd Terry must catch a 4 to stay alive in this tournament.
Doesn't do it.
King comes off. Back to the library for the intellect. Todd Terry out in third place tonight.
Yeah, king on the river. Very mathematical poker player. Big performance here tonight. Going to take home $231,000. So with that, we have 2 players going after this title.
Well, the beautiful babes from the Bicycle Casino putting the cash on the table, and folks, that's about $1.5 million. But these 2 players are going to split up between themselves, as well as all that cash. They're putting out the beautiful customized Champions bracelet.
Why are you sending them away?
We are down to 2 players right here in LA. Heads-up action about to begin here on the World Poker Tour. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Why are you sending them away? I don't get that. We got plenty of seats here for them.
Introducing the Club WPT Gold 5 million free roll passport. Just look at it. This is your ticket to the...
Which one of these gentlemen is going to become the new legend? Join the likes of the great Doyle Brunson and Dan Harrington, among others. Let's go to the felt. Action on Kevin Schaffel. This time Kevin with an 8-7. He's going to limp in. Tens.
300 total.
He's going to raise it.
Yep, it's a $200,000 raise. Makes it $300,000 to go. Well, Kevin wants to see a flop here. He also wants to send a message that just because I limp in and you raise doesn't mean I'm folding every time.
All right, 8-7 up against tens. Here's our flop.
The flop comes 6-4 deuce with 2 spades.
10 still out in front, but Kevin does have an inside straight draw.
He does, but when you've got 2 tens, you're happy to see this flop, believe me.
You know, I was going to bet $500,000 into Kevin.
Does Kevin want to gamble with a gut shot straight draw? The answer is no. So Prahlad increases his chip lead.
Prahlad, a great player. He's different from most poker players, I'll give you that. His own little hippie lifestyle seems to be working here.
So both players playing fairly aggressive in this heads-up battle. That's pretty impressive play by both of them thus far. Both these guys savvy poker veterans. They've both been under the bright lights before. Prahlad is a bracelet winner from the World Series of Poker. Kevin Schaffel made the famed November 9 in 2009 when he made the final table of the main event of the World Series of Poker. So certainly both of these guys have been in big-time pressure situations and big-time events before and performed very well. Both going for their first WPT title tonight.
Well, he has a big shot with this hand. He's picked up ace-queen here. Quality hand. He's going to play the sneaky Mike. He's just called it.
He's giving Kevin a free flop to possibly beat him.
Kevin with 9-5. Obviously not going to raise, so here we go. Let's see if he can get lucky.
Flop comes queen, 3 deuce. A nice flop for Prahlad. Top pair, top kicker.
Just a thing of beauty. Kevin getting none of that, and he checks it. And no more trapping here. He's going to bet the top pair. Looks like $200,000.
Well, Kevin with nothing gets out of the way here. So Prahlad continuing to increase his chip stack. Vince, in fairness, at this final table, you have to say Prahlad has caught the most cards. Certainly played well, no question about that, but Boy, does it help to catch cards, especially at these WPT final tables.
This could be his time, so to speak. But right now, it is time for the blinds to go up to 60,000 and 120. More expensive to play poker here.
Well, Kevin has the button. He's first to act. He picks up Kojak. He's got the King Jack. Pretty good hand in a heads-up situation.
Yeah, he's going to apply some pressure. He's going to make it 300,000, it looks like.
Again, Prahlad picks up ace-queen. Oh, man. Now, last time he just limped in with it. It's a different scenario, though, because his opponents raised it on the button this time.
800 total. Be a big opportunity, and Prahlad is not going to waste it. He's going to raise it to 800,000 to go.
It's a $500,000 raise.
And now it's back on Kevin.
Now, if he makes the call, he'll still have $3 million left or so to play with. I want to see a flop with this hand. They want to just lay it down. Tough to lay these kind of hands down playing heads up.
I'm all in.
He's going to go all in here. The King Jack.
Big raise, close to $3 million in addition.
And there's some of Kevin's golfing buddies. Kevin, the scratch golfer here. He's just sliced one perhaps out of bounds if he gets called. He is going all in here. Prahlad with an ace-queen, a premium heads-up hand.
I call.
Wow. He's made the call.
Reluctantly.
Well, he has made it. You're always nervous with it.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, Kevin says that should have been easy.
Ace-queen.
And he doesn't like it. Ace-queen up against King Jack for all the marbles.
Well, Prahlad's people will understand that if he wins this pot, he'll be the champion here and take home that $1 million. So Prahlad all smiles for making that call. He's the favorite to win this hand and take this title right here, right now.
What a call he has made. The title on the line. His wife and friends rooting him on. They can sense the urgency right now.
Come on, doggy.
Oh, the little doggy on the table.
There's Kevin's golfing buddies holding their breath right now. They know their man. He's got to get out from behind the rough and behind the trees to win this pot.
5 cards to come. Here's the first 3.
And flop comes 10-3 deuce. So Kevin's going to have to catch a king or a jack or 2 running cards to make a straight. Otherwise, Prahlad Friedman will be our champion. 4 diamonds on the turn.
Yeah, not good for Kevin. 4 diamonds also good for Prahlad. He is 1 card away from the championship.
So we are down to the river. Kevin must catch a king or a jack, or this tournament is history.
Oh boy, we'll have a new WPT Poker Made Millionaire.
So there it is. Prahlad Friedman from Malibu, California, is our champion.
What a tremendous effort as he goes to his friends. The vegetarian champion says, tofu for everyone.
prison complexes in the United States. It houses 3,000 detainees awaiting trial. A state-of-the-art prison, the new generation of American prisons. heart of the system, the booking and release center. This 200 square meters hall resembles an airport waiting room. But for these men and women, only one destination, prison. Future detainees are registered and on file. 100 to 250 people pass through here every day. On the other side of that door, it is the prison guards who take over from the police.
This is the main booking floor. What we do here is we process the inmates, and we take over their custody from the sheriff's department or one of the arresting agencies, police agencies.
Sergeant Applenaup has 300 guards under her command, a third of the staff. She often has to intervene at the registration center, one of the most sensitive points of the prison. This man in the white shirt is showing bad will. Foreigner, he pretends not to understand English.
Mr. Martin, let me explain something to you. Yes, this is America, and you have the freedom of your speech. When you're in my custody, in my jail, and I give you an order, and I know you can speak English and understand it, you're expected to follow that order. Do I make myself clear? If you do that again, you will stop the process of processing yourself. You won't have access to a phone, and you'll go to a holding cell where it will be very inconvenient for you.
On this platform, men and women, robbers, rapists, or even murderers find themselves sitting next to drunk drivers or undocumented people.
The older jails, what would happen is the process takes much longer. In this newer platform setting, we can expedite the process much more rapidly.
Rationalize time and space. This is the watchword in this remand center opened in 2006.
I need you to move your relations, please.
Here, the procedure goes 4 times faster than in a traditional detention center.
Anything going to the officer going forward?
The personal effects of arriving prisoners are confiscated and carefully listed.
If the inmate makes an accusation that property is missing, and we've got an accurate inventory, which, by the way, it is also photographed, we can prove that they didn't maybe have something when the inmate might have said they did.
The personal effects